So most homes have something called a sump pump. Most homeowners don't really know how it works until you go downstairs and you see this pit completely full, your socks get wet, or you've got the indoor swimming pool that nobody ever wanted. With that being said, this time of year in inclement weather, we're going to get a lot of rain, ice, snow. All of that melts, and what that means for the house is there's a lot of groundwater. The groundwater will eventually make its way into this pit. This is a really big part of saving the foundation of your home. There's a pump that exists within this pit, and that kicks our water up and out. Here at Eco none of these pumps are obviously hooked up to anything with a house. But I'm going to fill this up with some water, show you how it works. All right, so you can see we've got a hose right here, and that is filling up this pit. Typically, you would have piping that feeds in from the sides, and where that piping comes from is it runs around the entire outside of your foundation. The pit is the lowest spot, so it's going to grab all this water, collect it here. Once the water gets high enough within this pit, on the back side, you'll see there's a fancy little cage there. This one happens to have two sets of these floats. Those floats will raise up with the water, which is going to tell our pump to kick on. When that happens, our pump's going to shoot that water up, just like so, and out to the street. So this is super important for protecting your foundation and keeping all of your possessions safe within your basement, preventing a flood. Now these systems are also, in special cases, going to have something called a battery backup. And what that means is you're going to have one pump that runs off of regular power here, but I could theoretically have that pump fail at some point, in which case my house would be susceptible to that flood. If I pull the power from my main pump here, eventually I am going to have an alarm system that is going to notify me that my main pump failed, and it's going to give me the peace of mind of having something that says, hey, we've got a situation. However, if you also look back in this pit, we have that little smaller one there. And I'll show you by manually engaging this float, but if our water level got high enough, that backup pump kicks on, and it still kicks the water up and out of the house. You can also see now that our alarm system has engaged, so you can call a plumber like Eco to come out and save the day.